What's up, y'all? The Enforcer's back with another video. The topic that we're going to be discussing right now is cardio. High intensity cardio versus low intensity cardio. Which one is best for you? So, what is high intensity cardio? Well, specifically, I'm talking about HIIT, high intensity interval training, and we're talking about how it benefits, let's say, fat loss. Let's say your goal, which I'm sure a lot of bodybuilders' goal out there, is to lose fat. So which cardio is going to be best for you? Should you do high intensity cardio or should you do low intensity cardio? Well, let's break it down. High intensity cardio and high intensity interval cardio is doing sprints for like a few seconds, then going down to a steady pace. Then going back and doing sprints for a few seconds and going down to a steady pace. And it's a pretty short duration of a workout. It lasts maybe about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 tops. And the real benefit of losing the fat in there is that after the workout, there's such a great afterburn. I mean, your body's trying to catch up with itself to a homeostasis, and it's burning tons of calories right after that workout. However, when you're working out within it, your body is in a state of stress, and it's just trying to grab energy from wherever it can. So yeah, it's going to be burning fat within the exercise, but a lot of the other stuff that it's burning is your glycogen. And also, it could be burning your muscles as well because your body's just trying to reach everywhere for that energy. So is high intensity interval training right for you for fat loss? Depends. Now let's take a look at low intensity training. Low intensity. Basically, it's just like a brisk walk, some nice steady cardio at maybe a heart rate of 130. You can easily have a conversation with the dude next to you. You can easily function and multitask or so. You might be able to read a book while you're doing it. And the benefit of low intensity cardio is you're going at such a slower rate and slower speed that you're going to be burning more fat in that zone rather than carbs, because you're basically, you can go for a longer duration. The con of it, though, is that once you're done, there's not going to be much of an afterburn because your heart rate's only at a steady pace of like 130, 140, and it's not going to really take your body that much energy to get back to homeostasis. So is low intensity cardio right for you? Again, it depends what your goals are. From a bodybuilder's perspective, and from my personal perspective, I would go with low intensity cardio. Now, it's not to diss high intensity. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's great for the heart. It's really, it's very great for athleticism, and it has such a great afterburn. So, I mean, again, if you choose to do high intensity cardio, by all means, give it a shot. If it's for you and it works for you, keep doing it. But I personally prefer the low intensity cardio. I want to make sure that when I'm doing my cardio, I'm burning as much fat as possible within the exercise. And I don't want to take off, any of the muscles. When I first started cutting at one point, I was constantly doing high intensity cardio. And I noticed, after a few months, I was losing a lot of size. And that's because my body was just trying to grab energy. I was grabbing fat, but pretty much grabbed all my muscle. So, since I switched to low intensity, I've noticed that I've been able to keep my body fat down and at the same time preserve the muscle that I've been building. So, again, it really depends on what you're after. If you're really into being an athlete, then you're not really going to get as much of a heart rate benefit doing low intensity. But again, if you're into being yoked up and ripped, I would say low intensity is more up your alley. But hey guys, do what you want to do, but as always, enforce.